everybody. Welcome back to Capping TV's Summer Brawl 2025 live from Brisbane. Right now we got on the mic me, Flaurosa, and we have Haz as well.
Hello guys, how are we doing? Yes, live from Brisbane. Definitely not in my bedroom right now. I'm actually at the Bliss headquarters as we speak. This is a special room that you haven't seen quite yet. And speaking of the Bliss headquarters, there it is, all around for people to see. Everyone getting warmed up in the server for our next game. The sausages have been consumed. The sauce and onion have gone down to them. I've seen some disastrous combinations, but we've got TF2 to watch.
Indeed. I'm not sure about you, but I'm looking forward to this event for a couple of days now. I was just kind of looking around and they were asking around, and I was like, oh, you know what? Let's go for another cast.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we want to see, the casting, the players. And, guys, for those of you that have not been here so far, we do, of course, have the bracket that will be in front of us right here. This is how things sit at the moment. All teams, they're still here. They're still having a go, including the very famous Buy team. But I have got insider information they might be going out at the 0-2. Basically, to get through into the finals, we have 4 teams that will be going forward in the first, second, and third seed. You want to get to a 3-0, 3-1, or 3-2. If you get to those positions, you're good. You got them to go through. If you don't, well, you'll be back tomorrow watching some more games, enjoying yourself nonetheless. But this is how things stand at the moment. There is no tomorrow. I've just been told that. It's all today because that's how these lands work. It's all in one day. Pristine, clean, no delays, which of course has been today. No delays whatsoever. Everything has been running smoothly with a capital S.
It has been running quite smoothly, all things considered. And I'm not sure about you guys, but I was enjoying the sausage cam earlier.
Oh, the sausage game is beautiful. I mean, again, as I said, the combinations and some of the sausages, there were some questions there, and we were going to get some casting on how some of the sausages are on. And I know some of the chat were very, very critical. I don't know who was on the barbecue, but there were some burnt sausages there, so, like, overdone. And look, I think it's the sausages are the same mistake in some instances. You're looking at a nice medium rare. You want it cooked, but you don't want it completely burnt because at that point you're just eating charcoal and it's not looking good. And look, just above us, of course, we have the players getting set, they're ready. And look, there is a lot of spectators as well. Everyone is here, ready and waiting for more TF2 action. I mean, this is also a pretty pivotal game because we're sitting at the 1-1. Both of the teams that we have, which I believe it's the Rizz with the Tism and 10,000 Rats, some of the greatest names you will ever see. For a TF2 land. The winner goes to the 2-1 bracket, a real chance to move through to the finals. The loser, well, they've got a lot of work to do from the 1-2 lower bracket. And now, after all this beautiful talk, we now have the team. So, Rosa, take it away.
All right. And starting off, we have Rizz with the Tism. We have Tennis. What do you call it? Tennis on combo. Corn on flank. Doctrine on Pocket, Lex on Roamer, Akari on Demo, and Pride on Medic. And then for Team 10,000 Rats, we have Rizz on Combo, Gun Wrong on Flank, Mitchy 90 on Pocket, APVC on Roamer, MG for Demo, and the thing Kowalski Merc Shuz MIA, or Chaoski, my bad.
That's it.
And we have Chaoski on Medic.
Look, if we don't screw up at least one of these teams' names, or just with players, then I feel like we've just failed as casters. Because that's the joy of it. It's just mispronouncing people's names. They go back and watch the VOD and just go, that's not it. You've got it wrong, guys. It's this exact one. But look, of course, we have the actual screen itself. Everyone warming up. Everyone in the server. The player camp sitting down just below to the right. But so much to see. So much live. We're live. We're starting. We're getting into it. Oh, yes, we are. They're all in Spore. The healing begins. The slight knocks towards the doors. And the mid-fight will soon take place. The middle, the section. Who is going to take it out? Rizz with the Tism or 10,000 Rats. Let's get this one underway.
Yeah, and we do have 10K's MG going in here first and getting a fast mid. It looks like Akari is trying to play left here, while both teams are kind of just poking here. And it does look like 10K Rats is going to be taking this left flank here, as we could see a high bomb coming out from Tism. Just trying to get that medic, trying to get a little bit of damage here. Doctrine is going for a little bit of damage on the med. Unfortunately, they're not able to do not able to get the med, and it does look like a little bit of cleanup comes out from Tism and 10K Rats, as we do see just the last remnants of a mid fight here. The scouts are struggling a little bit, and it does look like Corn does get the kill.
Go, Corn, do it, son. Take out the double. There's no way he gets both. Gunra, okay.
Cleaning up the mid with a
We
very
can
solid
relax a
Uber
little.
ad.
But
As
I gotta
we see
say,
the-
that's
Oh,
enough.
the roamer! Alex goes in and unfortunately is unable to get that medic there.
I gotta say, fair credit to Court. I mean, they've actually delayed at the very to get everyone set up back on their own spawn on the second point, because that almost actually got switched in the most bizarre way possible. But now this is where things are a little bit underwhelming for Rizz and Tism. You're short on the medigun. You've only got that 64%. They might be able to get it close to 100 before they start this full push in. But if 10,000 Rats play this right, we might be looking very early at a first round where they can get straight towards that last point, start building up a bit more there. And it might just be handed over straight away. I don't think Rizz with a Tism really want to contest this. And then off the other side as well, they've been popping the Uber. Need to get some decent coverage out of this. They take down the mid on top of it. This could be absolutely massive. The pistol comes out, and it's enough for it as well. It's going to be popped from Rizz and Tism at the same time. There's a 6 on the 4-on-1, and I think they might have done enough. Koski, though, hiding in the corner for Pride. Oh, the melee comes out, delivers. And Rizz with the Tism, they'll switch it over here.
Yeah, and we do see 10K Rats here trying to get a little bit of a hold going on mid, but unfortunately it does look like 4 of their players get denied here. As we do have a soldier up on high going for a little bit of a bomb. Unfortunately does miss 2 rockets and does only get 1 on Pride here. What is it called? Rizz with Tism is working on a little bit of an ad here, possibly trying to extend it, as we do see 10K Rats here building it out. Making sure that they can get at least a little bit of an even Uber here, even situation, before they end up pushing in here onto second.
Absolutely. I mean, again, you've got that setup here. It's looking pretty nice on the other side. They will, I mean, both meds are going to be sitting about the same side here. It really comes down to if Rizz, they get that early pick, if they're able to find something when they push in either right or through the left side, who they want to send in on that roamer. And just try and find that early pick. But they should be holding it for the time being. And ever that is picked. It is going to be the Ubers on both sides popped overall. I think you're not too fast if you're Rizz with the Tism, because you force that one out over Rizz with Tism there, over the 10,000 Rats. Akari has to fall back away from that one. It's sitting pretty low at the same time. So they hold out, but they don't gain the advantage. And then Doctrine and Akari pick those one up. They will be traded immediately back, MG and the Merc. So it's going to leave it in towards the 4v4. And it means that 10,000 Rats going to get that little bit more of aggression. Lex is also gone. So it should be the final finish off there. And that is a very nice end of the sticky there. Switch it right back. We get to the 3v2. They might have the possibility to actually take the 3rd point here and start their own push.
Yeah, it does look like they were able to get at least a slight delay here on a soldier and the med. This is going to be slight ad, about 20% coming out from 10K Rats. Or make that, yeah, about 20%. So we will have to see how they are going to use it, as we do have an off class coming out from LX Sniper in Choke right now. It's getting spammed out as 10K Rats does slowly move their way forward here on this mid. So far, both teams have been doing quite well. A very good push-pull dynamic going on. But it does look like Sniper is playing in 1 here, possibly trying to go and get that med pick here as Gunwrong makes their way through Choke.
The ones there. Oh, Lex, the beautiful shot there. MG is taken straight out of the sky, and that's all that Rizz with Tism would need. Lex with a massive double. Oh, when you pull out the sniper, it's got to hit the shots, and Lex has absolutely come through. Tenacious is also going to take out the next one. Crying laughing emoji knocked away, and just like that, Rizz with Tism retake mid, and they could get massive delays here if 10,000 Rats can't get out. They're going to have at least one aware. Actually pop the Uber on top of that. Forces the one out from Rizz with Tism, I guess, but at the same time, they need to get back. They need to make sure the rest of their team are going to be alive with the next 5 to get into the next side there. But Doctrine with a massive double from behind. Yoski finally gets rid of them, but the damage is done, and this should be Rizz with a Tism. They'll take this one. They get everyone forced in a 5v4 situation. As long as they don't get taken out from behind, the jumping in there from Crying Laughy emoji isn't going to come out. Tenacious with the double, and they are looking very strong here. Lex is still in the sniper as well. That could be a little bit hard with his final push here, but they are looking solid once again as 10,000 Rats get back and respawn.
Yeah, and it does look like not 10,000. Rizm is trying to play their sniper here, as they have them peeking out of 3rd here. or out of 3, possibly going 4 now, as they're trying to work their way in right. They do have a scout on the cap. They need to stop that. Unfortunately, 10K Rats is not able to do so, and that will be the first round.
Yeah, we cut away before you knew what was going to happen, guys. We were saving the embarrassment at that point. But yeah, Rizz with the Tism. They dominated it most of the way through there. 10,000 Rats. There were some slight opportunities for them, but I mean, it's just too many lost fights in the end. It was that mid. I mean, their one try when they finally took mid control, and they just got bounced immediately from there, straight to the 5-0. So 1-0 start for Rizz with Tism as we start this mid fight here for the second map.
Yeah, and it does look like both teams are trying to go for a little bit of a left. This time, Pride is getting shot onto Rock here, as the rest of 10K Rats does make their way to their left. It does look like Tism is having a little bit of a struggle with the mid here, dropping 5 players, leaving their meta alive. Let's see if the Solres can pick out Pride here. Does get hit by an arrow, possibly gets another one, and we do see them going in, and Pride does end up staying alive here, just barely.
Damn, that is good movement from Pride, managing to get out of that. I'm incredibly surprised. 10,000 Rats, that would have been massive. Sora's done so much damage already, picking up the 2 scouts in that first fight there. And still, though, they will be able to take out Lex very early in that immediate fight there. Doctrine with a dive in towards the mid, and Doctrine is beautiful. On top of that, with Akari's, the domination comes through with that damage, and they should be able to swing this one immediately back across. Tenacious will take out the humble pea shooter, and 10,000 Rats, they'll fight on point for as long as they can, try to delay, and then try and get out as well, because they don't want to get caught off the respawn side. Tenacious, they're taking this, just the 2 scouts, so they should be able to get out here and join the rest of their team. But Rizz with a Tism, a quick switch back, and they should be able to take mid-side as well here.
Yeah, and it does look like, unfortunately for Tism with the Rizm, or Rizm with the Tism, it does look like they were not able to delay anybody. So coming out here, it will be a very good ad, 100 to 45 in the favor of Tism here. As we do see Tism use through choke here, trying to catch some people out. Unfortunately, they were not able to catch that medic, as they really wanted to get that use and possibly catch that medic so that they would have an easier time pushing last. It does look like the medic is playing a little bit near lobby here, as we might see an aggression come out from lobby to try and bust this hold going out on second.
Yeah, now they have complete mid control as well. That Uber should be coming through very quickly here, and that with Lex gone, should start the continuation of this push here. You can already see Rizz with the Tism are basically playing back towards the choke. They don't really want to take this fight. They know the Uber's available. They know that they're down that disadvantage in the numbers. But now it's the question, do you take the fight in mid now? Do you fall back all the way back towards your spawn at this point? I mean, you've got the 6 now. Medi guns will be just about at 100% each, depending on the time. Lex has also switched back towards the sniper here, looking for these quick shots, and they're getting pushed from all angles, but they're staying up close. Lex gets that beautiful kill onto Gungron, but MG and Humble Pea Shooter, it looks like they're doing enough at least to keep in the 4v4. Doctrine and Tenacious, though, they're diving on the other side, and this is still anyone's point at the time being, but 10,000 Rats, they look like they just lose out. And in the end, I think you might have to give it to Lex. Hasn't been enough for it, and Amigi, oh yeah, that doesn't help either. But you forced the gun there. Keep it now at least towards even for 10,000 Rats.
Yeah, they will be able to come in here and possibly get second for free, as the rest of 10K Rats is respawning, getting reset up. It does look like Tism with the Rizm does want to try and get something coming up here through 5, as they get a soldier jumping through, scout on the point to pressure, and we do see a counterbomb come out. They do try and get the med. Pride is unfortunately unable to survive that interaction, as we do see the rest of Tism with the Rizm, or Rizm with the Tism. I keep getting it mixed up.
You know what? It sounds good both ways.
Yeah. It does look like Doctrine is trying to go back for a little bit
of
a
take it. Take it, Doctrine.
And, unfortunately, they're not able to keep it, as they did have a scout back there watching to ensure that a back cap would not occur.
Yeah,
it does look like the rest of Rizm with the Tism is able to get their forward spawns, as they do deny one of the soldiers. We do have Lex back on Sniper here, sitting in Death Valley watching choke. Does get a headshot on the demo. The med almost got shot there, as the rest of 1,000 Rats are trying to make their way through sewers. Lex is getting backed out into sewers here, as the rest of the team is slowly coming out onto mid. It does look... Oh, they almost got a headshot on the medic once again. And Pride, or not Pride, 10K Rats does use trying to catch the med out. Unfortunately, they are not able to catch that med, and now Pride and the rest of Rizz with the Tism will be coming back out here onto second, as we still have that sniper off class coming from Lex.
Yeah, Lex, I mean, the deaths are sitting at Dynamo, but it's got to be like every time we've cut the camera to them, they've hit a headshot every single time. Akari, what a shot in mid-air. That was absolutely beautiful. Crying laugh emoji gone. I mean, 10,000 Rats were most likely going to lose that point anyway, but hey, make it look stylish. And now there's a real chance they can really quickly push this pass into the second point here of 10,000 Rats, who, again, they just have to kind of fall off here. I mean, crying laugh emoji is about to come back and respawn, but you're down on the medigun. You don't have that Uber yet. You want to try and get that up as quick as possible. You're basically being forced back into that defensive fold unless the Humble P is coming in from the side, the flank behind! And it's enough for the double! He dies for it, but it is massive damage right there. Rizz with the Tism, they'll try and hold outside here as 10,000 Rats. You want to try and start this push in. MG is available. They have the Uber as well. Lakowski going down, leaps it back into a 4v4. And now you sort of just have to go back to the final point here.
Yeah, losing those players is definitely going to be a little bit of a struggle here. Really trying to make it work, trying to get through 2 here, as the rest of the team is playing around 4 or 5. And we do see the U's come out first from 10,000 Rats, as the rest of the team does slowly make their way back in, as we have a counter use or an exchange coming out, getting that cap time for Rizz with the Tism.
And I think that 10,000 Rats are going to be the ones that come out on top here as they do get that initial med pick there. It's left with Lex, Doctrine, and Lex is actually back on the other side. There's not really much they can do in this situation. Can't contest, try and find a headshot. They're getting decent body shots of damage, but it's not the ones they can find. Delay on top of that Kowski is laughing. You know what? Yeah, just do it on top of it, you know. Have a bit of fun. Doctrine tries to go in for the steal as they're all worrying about Lex. Doesn't happen in 10,000 Rats, the hold out there. They most likely should get their second, which means we're going back towards mid at this stage, unless for the Rizz and the Tism want to dive in for one here, but they're still waiting on one more. They've got to get that medigun back up, which again, we've got both meds back at about even. So now you're looking out for the roamers on each soldier. Can they find a med pick to swing things on either of the team's favor?
Yeah, we might be seeing a sack come out here soon from Rizz with the Tism, as we do see Lex on sniper once again watching that choke, so never mind, they might not be going for it, trying to play their sniper here on that mid, as we do have Lex on height watching the angles on stairs, ensuring that Gun Wrong can't play too forward without possibly getting punished. And it does look like we do have the Ubers evening out, as we do have Matt Damon here watching sewers. Lex does go for a little bit of a shot. Unfortunately, they're not able to do that or get the shot off. We do have a charge up, possibly getting a thing on their med. Unfortunately, the medic does almost get killed there.
I mean, look, that is a perfect opening there. You're looking for that, like, and this is when you have an aggressive sniper that can do all this damage towards the enemy team. They're so nervous. You can see they're hiding away 10,000 Rats. They don't want to put themselves in the open at all. Tenacious and almost get those first trades, but Doctrine diving in. Humble P sure to take out the equation. That is both soldiers down. Lex again. The angle was there. Not quite the med, but there it is. That's the drop. Gun Wrong gone. And if they can wipe out the next few here, we could see the end of this second one very, very quickly. Karski is staying alive as long as possible. Akari ends up getting the double, but they might have actually stalled for long enough to do a bit here. Rizz with the Tism, the Uber popped, and they're going to try and take this final point.
Yeah, we do see a counter sniper coming out here. Possibly, it does look like they did swap back to scout here. Lex is playing around 5. Their medic does end up going down. Lex is caught out here, trying to go for a little bit, just trying to stay alive. And we do see Gun Wrong here staying alive at about 40 HP. Truly a very close survival here, as the rest of Rizz with Tism does go in and feed so that they can get their resets coming out.
I gotta say, Kowski, that is possibly the greatest play we've seen all day. It didn't look great, as in just like close-up, no kills, but the delay to allow the rest of their team to get back in was actually so pivotal. Ow! But Lex once again! The shots have been fantastic on the sniper so far, delivering when they need to. Humble P should, though, and crying laughing emoji, get those two immediately back on the soldiers, and that means they actually will take mid-control. They will now have a chance to swing things around. So Rizz with the Tism, they've been so close so many times to try and have the second, and then the sniper peaks Lex White, MG, Humble Pea Shooter with the doubles there. They will get this one in. The rest of the Tism dive in, but Doctrine finds the mid-pick. Unbelievable. Just when you think 10,000 rats, they finally have the full advantage. It gets ripped away. The med gun was there for use. They had Uber towards last, but now it's going to reset all over again.
Oh, and they do get Lex here trying to jump out. MG does end up getting that. Very unfortunate that the sack or the counter sack did come out there, as we do see a sack coming in on last. Unfortunately, they are not able to get that med as they were playing in spawn. As we do see some traps coming out here in 3 and 4 from MG. As the rest of Rizz with the Tism will be trying to make their way out of lobby here, possibly getting on to second with their Uber that they do currently have. And it does lose on through Doctrine. Doctrine does go for a little bit of a jump, does get a rocket onto the demo, is going to try and clean up an IT here, does get the cleanup. We do see Rizz coming out here with a sniper off class. We'll have to see how the sniper off class will change the sides. As we
I was going to say, did they get the pick on Pride there as well?
Yeah, I believe so.
Alright, so hey, if you're going to switch to the sniper, you take that. The off-way there, and now Rizz. Oh, they were all in position. The headshot was right there. Unfortunately, I don't think they'll get that second opportunity. Maybe if there's a wide swing, but they have to fall back towards their second at the moment. Try and stay alive at the same time, and he should have gone, and this should be Rizz with a Tism again, taking back mid. We're down to 745. Lex on the Rizz. That's a massive kill right there. And at this point, this is the problem with 10,000 rats. Like, this one keeps going on, closer and closer, keeps switching sides. The time is the issue. Rizz with the Tism, they have the 1-0 lead. They don't need to do anything completely ridiculous, but if they can get in like this one, almost the juggle with the pipes doesn't quite come through. He does get a curry at the same time. More times in, and he does find Prime, and Amici crying laughing emoji. Swing the back legs atop of Amici. Oh, it's absolute chaos. Korn, the last one alive. And oh my lord, finally 10,000 rats actually do take full mid control, but not before everything happening in front of us. Had to take a call. So they were still fighting. They were still going for it.
Yeah, and they were able to get 3 denies here, so they were able to thankfully get things going, as we do see the Ubers getting about even as they are building and rollout. We do see an engineer come up on last here, possibly building to try and counteract these sacks, possibly.
This is pretty pivotal fight here. 10,000 rats. They're trying to get this one even up at 1 apiece. This fight has to work for them. They don't have the minigun. Neither team does. So they're just looking for a fight. They're looking to see who can find these openers. Empty gets the first, but it's all trades. And in the end, forward Rizz with the Tism. It should be enough for Kari, Korn, and Lex. Get those picks there. Tenacious chasing down the rest of the scouts. Karski and all gone wrong. They're going to be dropped. They have got no one with them. And Rizz with the Tism, an immediate mid-take, and they will have complete control here. They might not even need to use Uber for the next one. Save it for last. And Gunwrong is going to be so laid back as well. Oh, yeah, they're in a rough situation here, 10,000 rats.
Oh, goodness. Well, we are really seeing a push and pull dynamic here coming out on Process. Process is very much a steamroll map or a snowball map. Once you get that advantage rolling, it's only a matter of time before things happen. And we do see Rizz with the Tism coming through here, possibly using through 3. Using through 3, Akari does go for a little bit of a jump. The medic does rotate back through spawn. They do catch the demo out, as we do have a gun on the right. We do get 3 times 3x on cap,
guys,
and we get the cap! And that will be 2-0 for the round from Rizz with the Tism.
And that just about will decide as well. 10,000 rats. They need 2 clean rounds in a row to try and force some sort of OT at this point. And I just don't see that happening, considering how much, again, you're seeing with Process, it basically is that flood map. So if they can get early openers with Humble Pea Shooter, they have that opportunity. Korn gets the immediate trade back, but I think they're on top of that. And Lex again!
Lex gets
so
2!
damaging on the sniper! Almost a pick on the mid to finish it off as well.
They do end up taking that mid.
Oh my lord, the damage done once again. You can see Rizz trying to come in behind, trying to drop Pied. It's not happening. And just like that, MG is all by themselves. They're trying to stay alive for the rest of the team to join them. They don't get that opportunity. They're going to be so laid back. They're so spread out here, 10,000 rats, and you can just feel this one slipping away for them.
Yeah, and it does look like they are going to make the best of this advantage here with a couple of players down as they do get onto Cap. They do have a heavy come out on the right, and unfortunately that is another round in Rizz with the Tism favor.
To think, the first round was pretty quick. That was like extended 10-minute fights. This went on and on and on. But now Rizz with the Tism, they have that advantage. They have the momentum. And at this point here, 10,000 rats. Well, you put it in miracles. You're basically you're taking a map a minute here. It's possible, you know, you got to believe. You got to think that someone's going to be able to dive in, find some openers, which they did last time. Can they find the big fight this time around? Doesn't want one there. The Beggars is out. It's there. It's finding damage. Humble P stuck in the air as he tries to get back on the other side. MG will take away Korn. They found the first opener last, but they couldn't actually convert off it. It was Crying Laughy Mobia P shooter who did that damage first time around, but Tenacious and Doctrine and Med is going to be so very careful here for Gunrun, hiding behind that Rockowski Pride. Tenacious, it's leaving them pretty close. Rizz with the Tism so low in the HP, but Tenacious with a double in the end. And again, it should be enough. Again, 10,000 rats. They're so close, but they can't convert after the openers, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does seem like they are struggling quite a bit with those mids. As it's usually a rotate fight, but a lot of the times they just aren't able to really get themselves going and get that snowball rolling. We did see a really good instance of a prosody. Does look like Rizz with the Tism is peeking out through sewers here as the rest of the team collapses from IT on this on the Humble P shooter. It does look like Pride is a little bit forward here with Uber. They do end up getting forced as the exchange comes out here on second. 10K Rats playing around one while
oh, dumb! Wow!
Is able to just keep things going here on second.
Yeah, Gunrun was trying to escape there as well. Just got completely juggled. I don't think they're not going to be able to even touch or stop at this point. They've got a couple coming out towards point at that side, but it's now 4-0 Rizz with the Tism. They will take this one away as we tick down through the final seconds. The overtime rider, that will do it all together there. So the first game after the lunch break is confirmed. Rizz with the Tism. Look, 10,000 rats, they challenged at points. They put up a decent performance, but it was not enough in the end. They will be taken out and put into the 1-2 bracket. Rizz with the Tism 2-1, and they are one game away from finals.
Indeed, indeed. Oh, goodness. Honestly, it was a good showing from both teams here. The 10K Rats, once again, it is unfortunate that they didn't end up having, or what do you call it? Didn't end up winning, but it's still, once again, really good showing from both teams. Does look like we are over on Clear Cut here for the next map.
I'm not sure what the ones for the other side. But yeah, we have the damage there. And Doctrine was the performer. I mean, you're looking 21 and 14. The damage assistance as well, just absolutely fantastic. 7,800 on both sides. I mean, and that is the difference maker. You've got 4 of Rizz with the Tism in that top 5 when it comes to damage. At that point, you're always fighting a losing battle if you're 10,000 rats.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at these logs here, just the DPM difference just coming out from these both soldiers and the demos from Rizz with the Tism really is just that damage is very important. Just getting that poke damage, even if it's just a little bit, to stop those crit heals.
That it was, and we will be getting a little interview, I believe, with one of the winning players from Rizz with the Tism.
So how was the game, first of all? Yeah.
I feel like some of your years were a little strange, like it's gonna be a sniper.
Well. Okay, we're on. Mitch is trolling me. Okay, yeah. How was the game from your end?
Yeah, good. I feel like your flanks were a little exposed.
Yeah.
Like in your pocket, right?
Close.
Oh, sorry. And yeah, clean team too, I reckon.
And with regards to some of the Uber pushes, obviously some of them were a little bit scrappy.
Yeah, so we had a lot of advantages, right? Like we got med a couple times, and we really wasted those Ubers, right? We really I think against better teams, we'll be punished tremendously for that. Even this team, like, punished that we couldn't get, like, full ad situations. The prices last.
Yeah. And obviously, you know, you have Lex sniping. That definitely helped. Some insane shots. I mean, overall, like, for the game, like, now you're up 2-1. What's sort of the plan here now? Like, what are you looking to do? Are you getting ready for the next game, or what's the plan
I think
now?
we have a break right now, don't we?
I'm not too sure.
Okay, well, I think we're just MGing in the meantime, socializing.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, there's nothing else from my end. Is there anything you want to say to anyone watching the stream? Any shout outs?
I'll give the mic to Pride.
Or if Pride wants to say anything?
We took a demo sniper Uber into last.
That was very questionable. But anyway, I guess moving onwards, we'll be going towards round 4 shortly. So stay tuned. I'm not too sure what Mitch's plan is, but yeah, we'll be going towards round 4, and the casters take it away.
Thank you guys for coming in and watching that game. We're going to be back, of course, with more TF2 action here for Summer Brawl. When we return, we're going to have a quick break. We'll see you right after this.